You will go one-on-one with The Undertaker!
Hello everybody and welcome to Hit the Books, the only weekly Smackdown vs. Raw booking challenge podcast in the history of the universe. I am your host, as always, Ryan 19. With me, as always, is the man of 1,000 nicknames, Mikey Manfredi. Mikey, how you doing, my friend?
I am doing fantastic. I am so excited to... I think I have a good card this time. Can't wait to present it. Can't wait to show the people what's going on SmackDown this week. Episode 3.
Yes.
Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, we're on our road. We're no longer on roads. We're just, walking now.
Yeah. Thank God. We finally got off the road. The long road to WrestleMania, we got off of it.
Yeah, now we're prepping for Money in the Bank. That card, I think probably in this episode will be more, besides the Money in the Bank matches themselves, I think maybe this episode will get a better idea of what's happening in our respective SmackDown and or Raw cards. Yeah, if you don't know, folks, we're like a SmackDown versus Raw booking podcast. What that basically is Mikey handles Mikey and I write down an entire card, wrestling card, so matches, promos, video packages, whatnot. For Mikey, he handles SmackDown, I handle Raw, and we go head to head every single episode, presenting our card to each other to try to win favor with you, the audience, because you can go on Twitter and vote for which episode or which card was your favorite, who booked the better episode of Raw and or SmackDown. And the numbers have come in, Mikey. This week, out of 8 votes, thank you for the people that voted, Ryan's Raw won 63% to 37%.
Dang, I got blown out.
A little bit. No, I wouldn't necessarily say a full blown out. I mean, last week was like you won by basically 1 vote.
Yeah.
This one is maybe like 2 or 3. So a little bit of a blowout, but not too bad. But definitely, yeah, I won this week. I wonder why. We were talking about it beforehand off mic that I wonder why. I wonder that since I've doubled down on explaining the fucking Brock Roman bit, maybe that's what got me over. Besides that, I'm not really sure, because you got what? You had Matt Riddle making video packaging stuff, and then you had more title. You had a Samoa Joe title match. I was like, oh yeah. Also the teases, my baby. I don't know why I said baby.
Sprinkling in the teases.
But yeah. Besides all that, Mikey, how are you doing, my friend? It's another day in real life, I guess. I went Taco Tuesday, of course. As
nice.
We're cross-promoted. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. I had work for the past couple of days, so it was kind of stressful yesterday, but here we are. We're back. We're living. We made it through another day in quarantine.
Quarantine.
I missed Dynamite, so I'm upset.
Oh, yeah, no, Dynamite. I watched. By the time this episode comes out, I imagine you would watch Dynamite.
Yeah, I got all day today, so I probably will catch up on it.
Yeah, it was a good episode. A good episode of AEW Dynamite. I've been watching, basically in quarantine, I have been watching wrestling nonstop. I just been watching all tons of wrestling, and I watched, what did I watch yesterday? I watched Destination X from TNA / Impact.
Damn.
The other day. What Destination? I think. Let me see if I can figure out what year it was. 2012. Destination X 2012.
That's wild.
Let me hit you. So Mikey, let me hit you with this card real quick, and just give you a name. Give me some nonsense about who is on this card. In 2012. So, Destination X. There was who else? Mason Andrews. Mikey, do you know who Mason Andrews is?
No, I do not.
Well, you may know him as Scorpio Sky.
Oh, yeah?
Who won the first 2 matches of this card. There was a tournament during this match that led up to the Ultimate X match at the semi-main event. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Mason Andrews. Kenny King, King King from Ring of Honor was on here. Zema Ion, which was a weird-ass gimmick, which was kind of like a Tyler Breeze heel guy. obsessed with his hair.
Okay.
DJZ, Joaquin Wild? Joaquin Wild. I always want to say Joe Quinn.
Joaquin. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's just like, Zima Ion was Joaquin. I can't even fucking say his name. Anyways, Mikey, these were like the top 3 matches. They were Samoa Joe versus Kurt Angle.
Okay.
AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels in a last man standing match.
Whoa.
Yeah, which was awesome. And then Austin Aries versus Bobby Roode in the main event.
Nope.
I was just like, dang, this is a blast from the past, baby.
Sounds like a good card.
It was not bad. Literally, those big 3 matches were pretty good. I was like, these are really good. I mean, I don't know what they got Robert Roode doing right now. I think he's actually not doing anything right now.
I recently, if we're talking about wrestling stuff, I recently got a Warhorse shirt because I kind of gave in. I kept seeing it on my feed and I couldn't resist. It's the one that says "Tell your bitch ass dorky friends to watch wrestling." I think it actually says "Tell your little bitch ass dorky friends to watch wrestling."
That's awesome.
And I ordered it and I'm very excited for it to come in soon.
That's awesome. Doesn't he usually also wear like a metal Liger t-shirt as well sometimes?
I think so.
I know that's not like a Warhorse gear, but I was like, that's just a cool shirt in general.
Yeah. Warhorse is cool. Can we put over his Breeze Horse videos?
Yeah, put them over.
Oh my god, they're so funny. Have you seen any of them? They're great.
I've seen a couple of them. I don't watch all of them, but I've definitely seen a couple.
Oh my god, they're so funny. He's just so good. Just the way he can just flip that switch and just turn on to like super calm to immediately back to Warhorse in like an instant is magic.
Yeah, he's definitely like obviously obviously with the quarantine and everything affecting a shit ton of independent wrestlers, and especially the people that are like, you know, Twitter famous indie wrestlers like Warhorse, Danhausen, Effie, Alley Cat, all those people.
Jervis, who's been streaming on Twitch lately. Actually, he just started streaming, and he's my friend on Twitch.
Nice.
He tweeted out his friend code, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna.
Was it Gentleman Jervis? You said?
Yeah,
that's awesome. I assume he does have an Animal Crossing. Think about it.
He made a whole shirt about it. He has a Jervis Crossing shirt.
Oh, very nice. What I was gonna say was that like I think Warhorse, despite the quarantine, like of all those Twitter famous independent wrestlers, Warhorse has done the best job of like getting on top of it. You know what I mean? Like staying popular during this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he is your internet wrestling champion according to Beyond, so worth it.
Yeah, like on top of staying relevant, he's also probably gaining a bunch of new fans, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think he's definitely gaining a bunch of new fans because it's just fucking. He's on top of it, and he changed up his like that gimmick slightly to stay relevant. And I was like, not right on top of it, Warhorse. All the praise goes to Warhorse.
Oh yeah,
but yeah,
he's doing great things.
Speaking about great things, let's talk about these wrestling cards that we made for each other, Mikey.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's fucking do it. Because you lost in last week's poll. And I also went first last week. It is your turn. SmackDown will go first. Present first.
Yes, let's do it.
I'm excited for a great card, a great lineup, people. We're into the show now, into the proper show. I'm dusting off all the like stray cat hairs that are on my desk. It's gross. Even though my cat's just sleeping next to me. He's adorable. Anyways, yeah, Mikey, let's get to the SmackDown card. I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm really excited.
All right.
I love doing this show. This new format of the show, I love it because it's like a secret surprise every time.
Yeah. All right. Our show opener is GM Page opening up SmackDown to introduce the fans to the show and make a very special announcement. Every match on your SmackDown card tonight will be a Money in the Bank qualifying matchup. Any superstar who walks away with a victory tonight will have a spot in the Money in the Bank match. And the first match is happening right now.
Yeah, baby.
We cut to match number 1 with Ruby Riott versus Dana Brooke, with Ruby Riott taking home the victory.
Yes.
Cementing her spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
I love it. I love it. We got Mandy Rose last week, and now Ruby Riott this week. Well, and plus apparently a bunch of other people. Every single match is a Money in the Bank qualifier. I really like that.
Yeah. I will say by the end of this card, I will have all of the women checked off for going to Money in the Bank.
Ooh, so we'll know our official women's Money in the Bank match.
3 out of 4 male competitors.
Okay. So we'll officially know who is in the women's Money in the Bank match.
For SmackDown, yes.
Oh, and Raw, because I already presented
Raw,
Raw.
right,
We'll have the full Money in the Bank match.
Yeah, we'll have the full women's Money in the Bank match by the end of this card.
Okay, I'm excited.
Next up, after our match number 1, we have a backstage interview with Randy Orton about Drew McIntyre's challenge last week. Orton says that he doesn't mind a challenge. He welcomes it. However, Drew McIntyre is more than just any old challenger. He's a hunter with vicious and brutal intentions. And if he ever gets a hold of this belt, SmackDown will become chaos, and I can't let that happen. If he really wants to challenge the Viper, meet me in the ring next week face-to-face and challenge me like a man.
Ooh.
Oh, and don't get caught up with that other problem you seem to have on your hands.
Ooh.
And Orton walks away.
Okay, it's sort of the heel Randy Orton's going a little, I would imagine a little bit of a face turn, right? Like, I guess.
We'll see. We don't know. We don't know
see.
if this Randy Orton's order is good or bad. You know.
That's true. It definitely doesn't seem great, but he's definitely like he based on like his first interaction, he was sort of like a political Randy Orton that was like wearing a suit and everything, and now it's like, oh, okay, he's sort of like,
oh yeah. I mean, he's suited up for this interview, of course.
Oh, naturally, you know, my man's rocking the full 3-piece.
Oh yeah.
You know, my man's rocking that vest, the cufflinks, the cummerbund. Nah, that's for tuxes, nerd. We're talking about vest, cufflinks, pocket square, nice tie.
Orton is looking fresh.
He's looking fresh out the square. Does that make sense?
You ever see a snake in a suit?
No.
Guess what? He looks great.
Have you ever seen a snake shed his skin suit?
Anyway, next match. After that backstage interview, we have Mojo Rawley taking on none other than a debuting Matt Riddle in a Money in the Bank qualifier. We had this video package last week saying Matt Riddle was coming, and he is here, ready to cement his spot in the Money in the Bank against Mojo Rawley, and he does. Matt Riddle wins this match, gets himself into the Money in the Bank ladder match. Okay,
a very nice potential opportunity for Matt Riddle of making his debut, beating Mojo Rawley, and then presumably his next match. I don't know how many. We have one more card after this, but presumably his next match being in a Money in the Bank match. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Big opportunity here for Riddle for sure.
Plus, about a lot of youth so far on the SmackDown side. We got Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle so far.
Yeah, the Broserweights are taking each other on, I guess.
Ooh, they are. I didn't even think about that.
Next up, we have a video package, and it's Mustafa Ali sitting alone in a room on a steel chair. He says, "One Nation, I'm still hurting from last week. You two gave me quite the beating. It's not going to stop me though. No matter how hard you hit me, I'll always get back up and keep fighting, especially against bullies like you.
Yeah.
I came to you because I felt your pain and wanted to bring you into the light and make you stars again. However, our views on how to get there differed. We started disagreeing more and more, and I just couldn't stay on your side. I was becoming the exact thing I wanted to protect people from, and I couldn't do that to myself. So here I am, ready to challenge you guys in a face-to-face fight. I won't be alone, however, because you see, not only did you mess me up last week, but you messed him up too." Drew Gulak walks out of the shadows and says, "One Nation, what you did last week isn't something I can just brush off. So even though me and Mustafa might not completely see eye to eye, we now have our common enemy, and that's you.
Oh.
So next week, we challenge you to a match. Not just any match, though. We want to take you out for good. We challenge you to a street fight. And if you aren't cowards, we'll see you there."
A street fight next week. Mustafa Ali, Drew Gulak teaming together against Apollo Crews and Akira Tozawa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, talking about a money opportunity, baby.
Yeah, because I wanted Mustafa and Gulak to team up because One Nation did take out both of them last week.
Yeah.
And I figured Drew Gulak wasn't just going to be like, this is your fight, whatever. I figured he'd be pretty pissed off.
Yes.
So I thought we can get the interesting heel face team of Drew Gulak and Mustafa Ali working together to take down the common enemy of One Nation.
I like that a lot. I really, really like that a lot. I think that's so good. I think that's so fucking good. I love this. It might be the One Nation feud right now. The storyline might be my favorite one of yours so far. Because I love, because also like you explained away the face turn for Ali a little bit. I was like, that makes sense. Then you got the unnatural pairing of Gulak and Ali teaming together. I love it. I love it, my dude. I love this storyline.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Thank you. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. Plus a street fight next week, and who knows if that's going to turn into something at Money in the Bank too.
Guess we'll see.
I guess we'll see indeed.
Next up, we have another Money in the Bank qualifying match because, like I said, every match on the card is one. So we have Sami Zayn versus Rey Mysterio, with Sami Zayn taking home the surprise victory against the veteran and getting a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Sami Zayn. Ooh, that's actually a good match. I like it. Oh man. So we're potentially. So if you said we're going to have all the women's revealed in this match, then in this show, that means we'll have one more qualifying match next week for the men's.
Yes.
So that means so this is all for the men's qualifiers, correct, for SmackDown?
Yep. And then next week, and like I said, at the end of this card, we're going to have one more spot left.
Okay. So far, what we know for the men's Money in the Bank match, it's Pete Dunne versus Matt Riddle versus Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan versus Andrade.
Yes.
With 3 more spots left to be told.
Neat. Sounds like a good match shaping up.
Yeah. A lot. Oh man, this is gonna be a lot of a lot of high hitting and high flying stuff.
Next up, we have a segment with the Iconics bragging about how they are the new number 1 contenders for the women's tag titles. They can't wait for Money in the Bank to take those titles and make them but before they can finish, they are cut off by Sasha Banks and Bayley, who make their way to the ring.
Sorry, hold on. I'm confused. Who? They were cut off by whom?
They were cut off by none other than the Boss and the Thug.
Yeah, baby!
Sasha Banks and Bayley, the Boss and the Thug, the women's tag team champions. They make their way to the ring, and they say that at Money in the Bank, you won't even come close to winning these belts. We're the best champions these titles have ever seen, and we plan on staying that way for a long, long time. And that is what's really iconic.
Ooh!
And Banks and Bayley take down the Iconics and beat them down, and then leave the ring.
Oh, very nice. Banks and Bayley, the Boss and the Thug
huge
connection.
Statement against the number 1 contenders.
Yes, huge statement against them. I like it. Sizing up to be a very nice matchup. I like it a lot.
And speaking of the Boss and the Thug, the next match is Candice LeRae versus Bayley for a spot in the Money in the Bank qualifier.
Ooh, okay.
With Candice LeRae coming out on top and getting that spot in the Money in the Bank match.
Ooh, not just coming out on top over and getting into the Money in the Bank match, but also a win over a tag team champion.
It's big.
If Candice can find a partner, maybe she can take on Bayley and Banks. Yeah. Oh my god, I don't even know who idea that partner would be. That would be awesome. When I think about it, it's like, oh, Candice LeRae versus Bayley and Sasha Banks, at the very least, is already awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
definitely.
God. Got some workhorses on your side.
Next up, we have another backstage segment with Asuka finding Ember Moon backstage getting ready for her Money in the Bank qualifying match tonight against Charlotte Flair.
Ooh, wait, you saying Asuka versus Charlotte Flair or Ember Moon versus Charlotte Flair?
Ember Moon is going against Charlotte Flair.
Oh, okay.
Why would Asuka be trying to win the Money in the Bank?
I don't know, to cash in on Raw, I guess.
The women's champion.
Cash in for the NXT championship.
Yeah, so Ember Moon is getting ready for her Money in the Bank qualifying match against Charlotte Flair tonight, which is our main event.
Mm-hmm.
Asuka tells Moon that she's sorry about what happened last week and that she wants to make it up to Moon by being in her corner tonight for her big match. Moon says it's fine. We just had a bit of a misunderstanding. It's no big deal. It happens. You can make it up to me with a title match when I win that Money in the Bank briefcase.
Ooh, a little bit of like serious tone there.
Moon heads to the ring for her match.
Ooh, a little bit of a serious tone. There's a little bit of cracks forming in that tag team.
Mm-hmm. And in our main event, we have none other than Charlotte Flair versus Ember Moon for the last spot in the women's Money in the Bank match.
Mm-hmm.
with Charlotte Flair coming out on top when Asuka comes out to try to help Ember Moon win and hit Charlotte with the green mist. But a mistake, a little miscommunication, and a little bit of Charlotte trickery leads to Asuka hitting Moon with the green mist by mistake, which lets Charlotte Flair hit the natural selection and win the match.
Wow.
Asuka rushes to the ring to apologize to Moon, but Moon shoves her away and heads to the back.
Oh, those cracks turn into full divides, my dude. Oh my god. Asuka and Moon just falling apart at the seams here.
Mm-hmm.
And Charlotte Flair getting the victory. That's a huge person, this women's Money in the Bank match, which now we got the full card, my dude.
Yes, we do.
Let me read it out for you. On the Raw side, we got Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Carmella versus, I guess all of them versus each other. Plus, on the SmackDown side, Mandy Rose, Ruby Riott, Candice LeRae, and Charlotte Flair.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That is a huge women's Money in the Bank.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Holy crap.
Definitely big-time stakes.
These stakes have never been more big-time rushed. They're no longer rare, but well done. I love it. Is that the end of the card, or you got more?
That's it. That was my main event.
Oh, man, baby. Oh, man, what a ride.
Mm-hmm.
What a ride. I like it. I like it a lot, Mikey. And I guess I'm going to ruin it. The randomizer, baby. Yeah, so it's a really, really good card. Really, really good card. And I hate for you to rewrite all of it due to the randomizer. But I'll at least give you time to think about it. I really like it. I love that main event. Like I said, I really like the One Nation storyline so far. And I'm interested to see how the world title picture is shaping up. And interested to see what other matches you get for SmackDown. Because you have a butt ton of matches to fill out. I'm interested to see what those can be.
Yeah.
So
I definitely have a few ideas in my head.
Okay, well, this is an easy one, honestly. Maybe a tough one for you.
Oh no!
This is this is where the fuckery begins, Mikey.
Oh no!
I rolled a randomizer, and thank you, audience. What I rolled was steal a superstar. Steal one superstar from the other's roster.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's
You're gonna take someone from me?
I not even a trade. I just straight up get to take somebody.
Whoa, that hurts.
Yeah. Oh my god. Who? Okay, let me just look over at your card here. Look over at your roster.
Oh no.
Now the question, I can really do some fuckery by taking someone that's just in a storyline. I think obviously I can't take any title holders, right? Right off the bat.
I would hope not.
No, right off the bat, nobody. I could break up tag teams. I could just take Mandy or Peyton Royce.
Oh no. Oh, no.
I take Adam Cole. Oh man, who would I like to take? Hum. You got a lot of people on your roster. A lot of people look pretty good. I could take back Jeff Hardy from that draft.
You can.
Who would be nice to have and to hold, as it were? I think I got my eyes set on somebody, and I think it's fine because actually I really want this person. I kind of wanted this person to begin with, and I think I'll take them. And I think 100% you would be okay with it, honestly.
All right, who do you want?
I'm stealing, thanks to the randomizer. I'm stealing Cedric Alexander.
Okay.
Did you have plans?
I had slight plans. They weren't like hard, but they were more ideas than plans.
Haha. Cedric Alexander is mine, baby.
Well, you've rounded out my faces and heels perfectly. So
yeah,
that's great.
I was like, well, I'm gonna be nice, a little bit nice to Mikey here.
You helped me round it out a little bit here.
I also needed more faces, so I was like, well, I'm gonna take a face here. I was like, I really don't need any more women, and tag teams I'm good for now. I was like, let me just take another singles guy here.
I noticed that in my women heels, I have Sasha Banks, Bayley, Billie Kay, and Peyton Royce. So my only two heels who are singles competitors are Mandy Rose and Charlotte Flair.
That's true. Are Billy Kane, Peyton Royce for you right now being heels, or are they the faces?
It's weird. I'm just gonna leave them in the heel spot right now, just because they're probably not gonna stay on the face side of this feud for forever.
Mm-hmm.
But just I guess for this feud, for now, they're more on the face side.
Okay, I like it. Oh, now that I have Cedric Alexander, I could potentially make that new tag team that exists in real life: Ricochet and Cedric Alexander.
That's true.
I forget what their they just came up with their name, which I think is Two Fly Guys.
It's pretty funny.
I think that's their new name. Gotta double check, but yeah. Officially named their tag team. Let's see. What is it? Yes, it's Two Fly Crew. That's what it is. Two Fly
Crew. I don't know. I kind of like Two Fly Guys better.
Two Fly Guys is not bad, but I can potentially get a Two Fly Crew up in here. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Two Fly Guys is very good.
Well, thank you, audience, for liking my card last week. Because of that, I was able to steal a whole superstar out from under Mikey's eyes and nose and mouth. I don't know why I put so much emphasis on mouth. But yeah, okay, cool. I took a roster member, and it's like I didn't ruin completely your current storylines. I've ruined potential future storylines.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing. Well, okay, I'll accept it. I accepted my fate. Let's move on. Let's look at this Raw card, Mikey. Are you ready, my baby?
Yeah, let's do it. I can't wait to hear it.
Usually I say boy, but today for some reason I keep saying baby.
Baby.
My little baby.
Baby.
My little baby. Oh, man. Getting real Jersey up in here. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Oh, quick Taco Bell sidebar. Taco Bell again. Went to Taco Bell again this last Tuesday. Still good.
My friend texted me one of my coworkers texted me and was like, yo, listen, we both have closing shifts this Sunday. Do you want to go to Taco Bell afterwards? And I was like, fuck yeah, I do.
You also gotta be doubling down on Taco Bell Tuesdays, my dude.
I know.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna be doing it this whole quarantine, so why not just hit up I'm taking this moment outside the game to be like, hey, everybody, go to Taco Bell on Tuesday. Even if you don't like it, it's free food.
Every Tuesday, and I always forget.
It's free food. I'm all about free things. Free food, free
food just tastes better.
It tastes better. Free food, free tacos, free wrestlers that I've taken from Mikey, free. All right, let's get into Raw, okay? But before we get to the next matchup here, Mikey, I got a little PSA for all of you at home. We said we're not going to talk about it at the beginning much, but we still need to talk about it. And right here, I got a PSA right in front of me. Where's that paper? Right there it is. I want to go read it out for you. It's about COVID-19, better known as coronavirus. This virus has spread throughout the world. Symptoms of this respiratory disease may include fever, cough, and shortness of breath. These symptoms, they can show up 2 to 14 days after exposure. That's right. If you've been in contact with another person, these symptoms might not show up 2 to 2 weeks after you've come in contact, after you come in exposure. So if you are experiencing these symptoms and have come in contact with or are in an area with an ongoing outbreak, please call a hotline and or consult a physician as soon as possible. Please clean and disinfect high-touch surfaces to limit the spread of this virus. For more information, please visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. Thanks so much, and let's get back to the matches. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, opening up the show, making sure I'm looking at the right card. Yes, I am. Opening up the show is, in fact, Roman Reigns. He says that he's sorry for what has happened. Obviously, getting sideswiped by Vince, Paul, and Brock was not in his peripherals. Is that the right word? It's peripherals, but it should have been. You can't mess with the boss and expect to get away with it. So Roman said he's talked to his lawyer after lawyer to see if he can get a rematch from Brock, but because of that WrestleMania match contract that Roman signed, he had no rematches for his title, no matter the circumstances surrounding the loss. So Vince was smarter and out-contracted me. Basically, I'm shit out of luck. But I'm not out yet There's one thing I can do, and that's to enter the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Ooh, Roman putting himself in.
However, I don't have a qualifier match tonight or next week.
Dang.
So he doesn't have Roman wants to put himself in, but he doesn't have a qualifier. He's not in qualification territory. So I look to the guys in the back, and he names the 4 people that have qualifiers tonight and next week. So a little preview for what's to come. I looked at the guys in the back: Elias, R-Truth, Aleister Black, and Keith Lee. Is anyone willing to give up their spot for me? I know this is insane to ask for, but I'm willing to earn it. After a moment of silence, Roman starts to leave the ring when Keith Lee's music hits. Keith Lee comes down to the ring and says that he may be an incredibly stupid individual, but he is an incredibly nice guy. I will give you a shot, Roman, because you gave me a shot. Tonight, I will put my spot in the Money in the Bank qualifier match on the line. If you win, you replace me in the qualifier match next week, Roman. But if I win, I stay in the match and face Aleister Black next week and can firmly say that I've beaten Roman Reigns. What do you say?
Whoa. What a move by Keith Lee. What is the chivalry that is on the table already.
Keith Lee puts out his hand and Roman accepts. We got the main event, baby.
I love it.
Locked and loaded.
Roman versus Keith Lee for our main event, for your main event again. I love that because it was such a good match last time.
Yeah, I know.
we even got to commentate that one.
Yeah, we even got to commentate it, and Mikey, I do have to say, if it wasn't for the 2K outcome for that video that's on YouTube, or on YouTube channel right now, if it wasn't for that match and the result of Roman Reigns winning, we wouldn't have this match happening tonight. We wouldn't have had this promo.
I figured that might have been the reason.
We would not have had this promo. We would not have had this match. So it is thanks to that randomizer choice that allowed this to happen. Going into match number 1, it's Titus O'Neil taking on Aleister Black. Aleister Black wins. This is pretty handily. Aleister Black wins. After the match, Sheamus runs in and attacks Aleister Black, leaving him out cold.
Whoa.
Well, not cold, but like warm.
I get it.
It's okay. Hold on. So
leaving them out room temperature.
It's okay. So there's hot, warm, and cold, right?
There's hot, warm, lukewarm, room temperature, cold.
Okay. Ooh, lukewarm is above room temperature? I guess that's true. Is
it's still a little warm.
Is there something in between room temperature and cold? Because room temperature can also be kind of nice, right? It's a comfortable, like 70 degrees or something?
Room temperature.
Chilly?
Chilly cold? Yeah, I guess it's chilly.
He lays him out chilly. He's a little cold, so he puts a nice blanket over him.
He rocks him to sleep and puts a nice blanket over him and pins him for the 1, 2, 3 like Gentleman Jervis.
Next up, we got a backstage interview with Bianca Belair and Naomi, where they are asked about why they've attacked Liv Morgan last week. Bianca and Naomi say they're here to make a statement. We aren't people you walk over. We are people you respect, people you admire. We've accomplished things that will be in the record books for years to come. Liv Morgan just simply isn't on the same playing field as us. So we'll take some others out, and move on to the Women's Tag Team Championships. No one on this roster is on our level. Then Liv Morgan comes out of nowhere to attack both Naomi and Bianca Belair as some sort of comeuppance, but the fight quickly turns into Belair and Naomi's favor, where Naomi and Belair get the advantage over her.
Whoa. Big, bold move by Liv Morgan doesn't pay off, huh?
No, it does not pay off. The numbers game's quite heavily not in her favor.
I can see that. Jeez.
Next up, we have one of 2 matches here happening tonight, Mikey. It is sort of like a tournament. We're going to have 2 elimination tag matches, two triple threat elimination tag matches.
Whoa.
Winner of each of those matches will go on to face each other next week to be the number 1 contender for the Raw Tag Team Championships.
Ooh, all right, nice.
So first up in the first triple threat elimination tag match, oh boy, We have the Usos. The Usos taking on the Viking Raiders, taking on Lucha House Party.
All right.
And then elimination match style, Lucha House Party eliminates the Usos after Lashley, Lana, and Cesaro come out to attack the Usos.
All right.
As I officially called them LLC last week, and I have settled on the name LLC. So too bad, baby. LLC Incorporated.
I like it. It's a decent name.
It is fine. It's fine. So the Lucha House Party eliminates the Usos, and then War Raiders, of course, Viking Raiders eliminate Lucha House Party. So Viking Raiders win the match. Next up,
I like that.
Yeah. Next up is Carmella doing a little promo saying that since winning the Money in the Bank years ago and becoming one of SmackDown's greatest women's champions, she's lost a lot of her edge. She doesn't know if it's been a lack of focus or more competition, but she's been lower on the totem pole as of late. One thing she does know is that she is fabulous, and at Money in the Bank, she will climb that ladder yet again back to the top to become a 3-time Miss Money in the Bank. And when she does, she'll cash in Alexa Bliss and become Raw's greatest women's champion.
Awesome.
Just a solid babyface promo.
Yeah.
Next up is the men's Money in the Bank qualifier between Elias and R-Truth.
Okay.
And guess who? R-Truth gets the victory.
All right, R-Truth.
Yeah, baby.
I'm going for a Money in the Bank ladder match. I love it.
Yeah, baby. R-Truth entering the fray. So what is it? Daniel Bryan, Andrade, R-Truth, Pete Dunne, Matt Riddle, Sami Zayn. Or who we got so far.
All right. That's a good Money in the Bank we got there.
Yeah, and sizing up a pretty nice Money in the Bank card.
Yeah, definitely.
Quick little video package. A third video package saying that Rhea Ripley is coming to Raw.
Wow, really hyping up Rhea Ripley here.
Yeah, we're trying to hype up Rhea Ripley. Hopefully,
hopefully
it pays off. Hopefully it pays off. Oh my god. Next up is the second elimination triple threat elimination tag match. Oh my god. It is the New Day versus the B Team versus LLC.
Nice.
LLC eliminate B Team, and then New Day defeat LLC. So the New Day win this match. So that means next week will be the Viking Raiders versus New Day for the number one contenders match for the Raw Tag Team Championships.
All right. Sounds good.
Yes. It is the Viking Raiders, right? I remember we had this conversation last week. It is the Viking
Raiders because the Viking experience was stupid,
yes,
and War Raiders was too intense. So they just smushed them both together and made the Viking Raiders.
I think last week I said that their bit is that they say war. I think I got that incorrect. I think they actually say raid.
Do they?
I think they're like raid.
I thought the crowd was still just went war because they were the War Raiders, so everyone knows them like that. So everyone does that shit.
Maybe they changed it to raid because I feel like I remember reading something.
They probably tried.
I haven't seen the War Raiders, Viking Raiders in forever. I feels like, even though I have watched Monday Night Raw recently, and also on top of that, there's no audience, so who the fuck knows? So what am I going to watch? Old Monday Night Raw? Puh. Anyways, next up, we have a backstage interview with John Morrison. The interviewer asks Morrison who he will defend his title against at Money in the Bank. He says he doesn't know and he doesn't care. All he knows is that when the Shaman of Sexy rolls through Money in the Bank, the limelight just got a little bit brighter. He says that as long as it's not his pathetic former partner, Miz, he will be fine.
Whoa!
Yeah, really come after Miz.
Taking shots.
But since he admittedly doesn't have enough sway like Paul Heyman, he can't ban the Miz from challenging for his title. So because of this, at Money in the Bank, there will be a battle royale to determine a challenger for the Intercontinental Championship, a person that he will beat later that night. He says, of course, Miz will be in the match, but he's not worried because he knows Miz is going to get knocked out at number 1. Then Miz walks up and stares down at Morrison, dead in the eyes, very seriously tells him that he will win at Money in the Bank and destroy John Morrison.
Nice. I like it. I like the battle royal for number one contender. Mm-hmm. I like Morrison taking pot shots at Miz.
Yeah, I guess that officially announces 2 matches on the Raw side. That is the number one contenders battle royal for the IC title match, and then John Morrison versus the winner of that Battle Royal.
Oh, those are both at Money in the Bank?
Yes.
So whoever wins that Battle Royal has to do 2 matches in a night?
Correct.
Dang.
Correct. So, yeah, those are officially 2 matches that have been announced for Money in the Bank. So get ready for that, folks.
That's awesome.
Okay, and then, of course, heading into the main event, Roman Reigns versus Keith Lee. If Roman wins, he takes Keith Lee's qualifying match against Aleister Black next week. And Mikey, the winner of this match, of this main event, is Keith Lee.
Ooh.
Keith Lee wins.
Keith Lee taking home the win.
Keith
All right.
Lee has a win over Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns not.
I was not expecting that.
Roman Reigns not in the Money in the Bank match. Knocked
Dang.
out by Keith Lee.
I was not ready for that.
It was a
I
close.
thought Roman was going to take it home.
It was a close match in the first one, but of course a WWE title shot was in the vicinity. Now, even with more gusto, Roman Reigns does not get the win. Keith Lee, they're equally matched. Roman Reigns, Keith Lee.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Keith Lee gets the win. 1-1.
Great for Keith Lee.
Yeah. Okay, and then that's my card, baby. That's my card.
Nice. I like it. It definitely was a swerve that Keith Lee won that match. I was not ready for that.
Were you expecting for me to be like Roman Reigns?
Yeah, I was definitely expecting Roman to win and get that Money in the Bank match spot, but no, Keith Lee. Keith Lee really, really wants this.
Mm-hmm. Keith Lee wants this. Keith Lee wants the shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's a nice
Keith
guy.
Lee. Keith Lee. He's got a match next week for it still, right?
Yes, next week, the final Money in the Bank qualifier on the Raw side is going to be Aleister Black versus Keith Lee.
Keith Lee's got a big match coming up then.
Big match. Of course, Aleister Black beat Titus O'Neil, but he also beat AJ Styles in his debut.
Mm-hmm.
And of course was a long-time reigning 2-time NXT champion. So big match on the horizon between Keith Lee and Aleister Black.
God, could you imagine that match for real?
It would be so good. Like just the
Holy
pure
crap.
striking ability of Aleister Black versus just Keith Lee's glory.
Everything.
Glory, honestly.
Versus Keith Lee's right. There's nothing he can't do.
Yeah. Apparently last Wednesday on NXT, he just like picks up and throws Damian Priest across onto the ring or something, like across the ring. Damian Priest is like a 6'7", 200-plus pound guy. He just like picks him up and throws him with
not
ease.
a small human.
He just like picks him up, no problem. He's like, yup, see ya.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's Keith Lee. He's a good guy. He just needs a little bit of push. And it looks like on Raw, at the very least, he's getting a little bit of push. And yeah, if you talk about Swerve, Mikey, a little tease for next week. Get ready for the Swerve next week.
Yeah.
I already know what's happening next week, and boy, oh boy, is there a Swerve. Swerve for days.
I can't wait.
Yes.
Probably going to be buck wild.
So those are our 2 cards, everybody. Of course, we have the Raw card, main event being Roman Reigns versus Keith Lee, with Keith Lee winning. Going up against the SmackDown card of Flair versus Ember Moon, with Flair getting the win over a sort of a mix-up between Asuka and Moon. So if you liked SmackDown or if you liked Raw, you can head on over to @HitTheBooksPod on Twitter, and there you can vote in the poll that's listed there. If it's up there at the time, it'd be a pinned tweet at the top of our Twitter profile page @HitTheBooksPod. Vote in that poll. You can vote on either Ryan's Raw or Mikey's SmackDown. Again, the winner will have the power of the randomizer next week, like last week. Like I took Cedric Alexander from Mikey, and what did he do last week to me?
I gave you the 2K outcome, I think.
No, I don't think that was last week.
Oh, I made you have a title match.
Maybe we have a title match, and I had R-Truth.
Yeah.
Which now R-Truth is the 24/7 champion, and he's the 24/7 champion.
And he's in the Money in the Bank?
Yeah, heading into the Money in the Bank.
R-Truth, he's going to be double champion.
he's gonna win and go to WWE.
R-Truth, no. What's gonna happen? R-Truth is going to be in the Money in the Bank match.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to somehow lose his 24/7 title during the Money in the Bank, win the Money in the Bank, and cash it in on the 24/7 title.
That's great. That's a great storyline.
Even though he can already just have a match for it, whatever.
How about this? That I didn't think about that, but that's perfect R-Truth. Just not understanding the rules.
Even though you don't need the Money in the Bank to have a match for the 24/7 whatever.
Oh, that's so good. I didn't think. Or how about this? R-Truth, who wins the Money in the Bank ladder match, goes on to face Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. R-Truth wins and unifies the WWE Championship and the 24/7 title. Throws the WWE Championship away. Fuck that garbage. Our new World Heavyweight title is a 24/7 god-awful looking strap.
24/7 WWE champion.
24/7 I-95 WWE FM.
It's just the WWE title. It's the WWE title with 24/7 rules.
WWF. 24/7 WWF I-95. NJPW. Oh man. R-Truth. Okay, yeah. Anyways, yeah. Thank you everybody for listening. Like I said, you can go and vote in that poll. It's on the pinned tweet at the top of our page on Twitter at HitTheBooksPod. So go check that out when you get the chance. We got one more Raw and SmackDown episode card, which will be next week. And then, of course, that following Sunday will be Money in the Bank. So get ready for that, folks. Of course, we got Money in the Bank. I don't know. We have to talk about it off mic, Mikey, but we have to talk about how we doing the randomizer, I guess, on the Money in the Bank pay-per-views.
I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll figure out something. But yeah, so get ready for that, folks. We got a card already sizing up. And yeah, follow us on Twitter. Subscribe, rate, and review us while you're at it. What am I, YouTuber? Basically, I guess. Subscribe on the podcast feed of your choice so you can get more episodes when those all come out. We got brand new stuff coming down the pipeline, which I'm excited about. I don't know. I guess I should announce, but it's not fully announceable yet. Either way, just subscribe.
Hold it.
There's potentially something that's coming out this Monday. Know about it on Twitter, but there's something coming out this Monday. So get ready for that. Assuming we get our shit together. And then, of course, like we said, Money in the Bank's around the corner. So get ready for that. Leave a review. We would greatly appreciate it if you do. 5 stars or more, we'll shout you out in the just on the episode. Mikey, anything else to say?
I think that about wraps it up for us today.
Yeah, I think it does as well. Any final thoughts before I hit stop record?
I'm super stoked for Money in the Bank. It's looking like a great card, and we're having some awesome matches come out of it.
Yes. Also, this is my final thought. Go to Taco Bell on Tuesdays. Secondly, as soon as I'm able to do it, I legit made an Animal Crossing, the Hit the Books logo. So if you got Animal Crossing, just follow us on Twitter because that code will come out at some point. So get ready for that, baby. So that's all it. That's all it for this week's episode of Hit the Books. Thank you all for listening. Until next time, we've got 2 words for you.
Book it.